What is up, guys? The LA Gamer here, and today I am bringing you guys episode 36 of my Madden 16 Fantasy Draft Connected Franchise mode featuring the Seattle Seahawks. Now, for me, today is still Super Bowl Sunday now. Before we actually get into the commentary of the game itself, now, of course, I want to talk about Super Bowl Sunday. I want to talk about today's Super Bowl and just kind of discuss it a little bit. I feel like that's almost kind of an obligation because, I mean, the Super Bowl is once every year, so I figure I'll just take a little bit of this episode to talk about it now. If you guys do not watch my Chargers rebuild series, I actually said in that video that I predicted the Panthers were going to win the game, and I felt like most people were. I feel like the majority of viewers were projecting that the Panthers would win the ball game, and I am in complete shock right now that the Broncos pulled that one out. Now, I honestly did want the Broncos to win. I feel like people are almost going to say I'm a bandwagon or something, but I did in all honesty want the Broncos to win. I did kind of like the fact that Peyton Manning's going to walk out of there with a little bit of the fairy tale ending, so to say, and quite honestly, I didn't see it happening. Now, realistically, I don't think it was really Peyton Manning's work that actually won them the game. I mean, obviously, I would say the Broncos defense was the main contributor in the fact that the Broncos won the game. I mean, the Broncos defense that game was just ridiculous. They sacked they sacked Cam Newton, I think, like close to 6 times. They just hit it. They were hitting him almost every play. I mean, what more can you really say about the defense that game? It was just absolutely phenomenal. So that's really what won them the game. But I knew the Broncos defense was good. It was like #1 in the league. But for them to do such a phenomenal job, I mean, they look like one of the greatest defenses of all time, and they honestly could be considered that one of the greatest Super Bowl defenses ever, because the way that they shut down the Carolina Panthers, coming off a team that, I mean, coming off games where they beat the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, they scored 31 on the Seahawks defense in one half. That's incredible, because the Seahawks defense is phenomenal. And then, of course, the Cardinals defense is nothing to joke around about, even with Tyrann Mathieu being out with an injury. And they scored a whopping amount of points on them. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but I'm pretty sure it was in the 40s. So, I mean, the Panthers were on a roll offensively. So, I don't know exactly all the contributors and the fact on why they played so bad. I don't know if Cam Newton was relatively nervous as well, or if the O-line just didn't show up to play, or if the Broncos defense really is just that good. I don't know. It just was really honestly, it was fun to watch. Now, typically when you watch Super Bowls, you're hoping it's going to be really close, and you're hoping for high-scoring, just shootout type of ball games. I kind of like the slow-paced defensive game in this year's Super Bowl. I thought it was kind of refreshing, and it was a little bit different than what we've seen the past couple of years. Last year's, of course, was being one of the greatest Super Bowls of all time. This was nowhere up there in terms of intensity or anything like that, but I still thought it was a phenomenal game nonetheless. But right here you see, I mean, we're going to talk about the real game now, this fantasy draft game I'm playing. There were some struggles, obviously. We're down 24-3 now, going close to halftime. We're going to throw a bomb downfield here, and the big issue here in this game was that A.J. McCarron just was not making a lot of his throws. Now, you see on the occasional throw like that one right there, he did manage to throw a pretty nice ball, but for the most part, he was just kind of missing his receivers. And I don't really know the reasoning for it. He just kind of wasn't in his mojo this game. You see right here, we're looking over the middle. We're going to get the touchdown right there with Odell Beckham to actually bring it within 14 points. So we're getting a little bit of rhythm here. And then we're actually going to get the ball back, throw a bomb downfield to Odell, which he will manage to come down with right there. And then we're actually, surprise, surprise, going to hit this 57-yard field goal to bring it within 11, which is technically a 2-possession ball game if we can get a 2-point conversion. So it's not a big issue. We just need to start off the second half strong, but we weren't really able to do that. We look over here. We throw a pretty nice ball downfield to Odell once again. So you see Odell's kind of making his appearance, kind of making a presence felt in this game, as he's got 3 straight catches, 3 straight pretty big catches for our team. Then we throw another bomb downfield to Jamal Charles. So it looks like this drive is going really well. It looks like nothing's going to ruin it. Besides me, of course. I'm going to look over the middle and throw to the other team. Now, I need to stop running that stick play. The stick play is like my perfect play for interceptions. I always throw interceptions on that play, and I did it again, and I threw another interception. I just kind of made a montage of interceptions here. In all, A.J. McCarron actually finished with 5 interceptions, so they do score a touchdown here, 31-13, and there's 4 or 5 minutes left, so I did actually just super sim to the end of the game. Well, actually, I think I get another touchdown here or something like that. Well, actually, no, what happened here? Did I throw another interception? Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was really bad, guys. I just kind of played a bad game here. I'll be honest, I haven't played in a little bit, so that was kind of the main contributor on why I played a bad game here. But yeah, we lost pretty bad, 41-13 in finale. I didn't play the last 4 minutes of the game, my super sim defense, to give up 10 more points. But yeah, we got basically quite literally shit on. The reason this game is most upsetting is that the Cardinals and I were both tied at the top of the division at like 8-2 or something like that. And of course, losing that game we are now 1 game behind the division lead, San Diego, or what's it called, Arizona Cardinals. But either way, I'm sure we'll catch up. If you guys enjoyed, please click the like button below. Make sure to comment your opinion of this series and what I could do to make more interesting in the comment section below. And make sure to subscribe if you have not already to stay tuned. This series and other series I got going on my channel. Really enjoyed the Super Bowl. Comment down below if you enjoyed that as well. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time, and peace out.